What makes you you? Sigmund Freud said unconscious conflicts. B.F. Skinner said your learning history. Carl Rogers said your tendency toward growth. Gordon Allport said a stable set of traits. All four are measuring the same thing and getting different answers. Personality refers to an individual's characteristic patterns of thinking, feeling, and behaving. Theories of personality differ on whether it is shaped by biology or experience, conscious or unconscious forces, stable traits, or changing situations. Each framework reveals different facets of a genuinely complex phenomenon. Humanistic psychology emerged in the 1950s as a reaction against the pessimism of psychoanalysis and the mechanistic focus of behaviorism. Abraham Maslow and Carl Rogers argued that human beings are fundamentally oriented toward growth, meaning, and self-actualization, not driven primarily by conflict or reinforcement. Abraham Maslow arranged human needs in a hierarchy. Physiological needs, food, water, sleep, come first. Safety needs follow. Then love and belonging, then esteem. At the peak sits self-actualization, the full realization of one's potential. Maslow proposed that higher needs cannot be pursued until lower ones are sufficiently met. Self-actualized individuals, in Maslow's description, are creative, spontaneous, autonomous, and capable of deep interpersonal relationships. They regularly experience peak experiences, moments of profound joy and transcendence. Maslow studied Abraham Lincoln, Albert Einstein, and Eleanor Roosevelt as examples of self-actualized people. Carl Rogers proposed that psychological health requires congruence between the actual self and the ideal self, and that it grows in relationships characterized by unconditional positive regard, accepting someone without conditions or judgment. Conditional approval causes people to distort their self-concept to seek acceptance, creating inauthenticity. Trait theories assume that personality consists of stable, measurable characteristics that consistently influence behavior across situations. Gordon Allport cataloged thousands of personality-describing words and organized them into a hierarchy of cardinal, central, and secondary traits. The goal was a scientific map of the stable differences between people. The Big Five, also called the five-factor model, organizes personality into 5 broad dimensions identified through factor analysis across many cultures. Openness to experience, conscientiousness, extroversion, agreeableness, and neuroticism capture most of the variance in human personality and predict important life outcomes. Twin studies show that Big Five traits are substantially heritable. Roughly 50% of variance is genetic. Longitudinal studies show that personality is relatively stable across adulthood, though conscientiousness and agreeableness tend to increase with age while neuroticism declines. We change slowly, but our core traits persist. Walter Mischel challenged trait theory by showing that behavior is often highly situation-specific. People are not consistently honest or dishonest across all situations. Mischel proposed interactionism. Traits and situations interact to determine behavior. Both broad traits and specific contexts must be considered to predict what someone will actually do.